So often we think of first impressions versus the next conversation. So you and I meet the first time, or you meet your date or somebody you first job interview, and everything's great. Everybody has their best face on. Everything's wonderful, but it's typically that next conversation where something's different. You get to learn if the first impression is the lasting impression. If somebody was really who you thought that they were. You put it in terms of an everyday argument, let's say with a spouse
Mhm.
or a friend. You have friction. That friction ignites, and then you start to both yell at each other, and then you throw insults at each other, and everything gets louder and louder and louder. Eventually, somebody crosses the line and says something they don't mean, and it dies. You go, forget this. I'm out of here. Gone. They leave. Then there's a next conversation, and that one sounds a lot different than the first one. It sounds a lot quieter, a lot slower. People say, what I meant to say was, or yeah, I shouldn't have said that. My intent was, then they start to clarify. Then they start to apologize. Then they reframe. Oh, I can see how you take it that way. No, no, no. What I meant was, what they care about in the next conversation is always much different than what they focused on in the first conversation. So the key is, how do you take that next conversation and get it there to be the first one?
And where do we have to start to understand this? Like, I want to be a much better conversationalist, and I want to be a much more effective communicator. I want to argue less. I want to talk more. I
Yeah.
want to be heard more.